It's often said that highly spiritual people seem to hold a hidden key to abundance, a secret they seldom discuss. Despite the common belief that wealth and spirituality exist on opposite ends of the spectrum, many spiritually grounded individuals live lives filled with profound abundance. However, they do not flaunt this wealth or preach about it. Instead, their actions and existence reflect a deep relationship with abundance, one that transcends material possessions and dives into something far deeper and more elusive. The truth is, the abundance they experience comes from a source far beyond the mere accumulation of resources. A major misconception about abundance is that it is solely tied to material wealth. Yet, highly spiritual people are not wealthy because they chase after money or success. They are wealthy because they embody a mindset of flow and generosity, trusting in the universe's abundance. What's most striking is that they do not seek wealth for its own sake. In fact, many don't seem to care much about possessions at all. Their wealth, whether financial, emotional, or spiritual, flows naturally as a consequence of understanding a fundamental truth. Abundance is not something you chase or hoard. It is something you allow and cultivate through trust, generosity, and a connection to a higher power. The Bible's parable of the widow who gives 2 small coins at the temple beautifully captures the essence of spiritual abundance. Though she had little, she gave everything she had, demonstrating extraordinary trust in divine providence. The widow, like highly spiritual individuals, understood that true wealth is not in what we possess, but in what we are willing to release. This act of giving, born of complete trust, reveals the hidden key to abundance, trusting in life's flow. Spiritual people, consciously or unconsciously, follow this same principle. They know that giving is not about how much one has left, but about the intention and heart behind it. For them, giving is not simply an exchange, but a way of participating in the universe's natural flow. It is an act of love, trust, and surrender. By giving, they affirm their belief in life's inexhaustible nature, and this belief opens the floodgates to abundance. The secret of abundance lies in their ability to give freely without expecting anything in return. They give not because they have plenty, but because they understand the spiritual law of flow. What is withheld stagnates, but what is given flows and returns in greater measure. This is the paradox of giving. The more you give, the more you receive. Not because you're manipulating the universe, but because you're aligning with its natural rhythm. Spiritual people aren't trying to outsmart the universe. They're simply living in harmony with its laws. And this giving isn't limited to money or material goods. It extends to time, energy, and love. To give is to trust in life's ability to provide. The more spiritual individuals give, the more they connect to the source of abundance. They give from faith, not from surplus. And that's why they are wealthy, not in the world's shallow sense of wealth, but in relationships, experiences, and deep fulfillment. They don't fear lack because they see scarcity for what it is, a mindset rooted in fear and mistrust. They give without fear of losing, knowing that this creates more space for abundance to flow. Spiritual individuals don't give to receive. They receive because they give. Their mindset is based on love, which is the ultimate form of abundance. Love flows as freely as life itself, and those who embody this flow naturally attract abundance. Greedy individuals, on the other hand, operate from a place of fear. They live with a scarcity mindset, which drives them to hoard, accumulate, and protect their resources with desperation. While they may accumulate wealth, they will never truly be wealthy because they lack the ability to trust, give, and love without conditions. True wealth is not about how much you have, but how freely you can give, knowing that life will always provide. Spiritual people understand the principle of sowing and reaping. By giving a part of themselves, they are planting seeds that will bloom into something far greater. This isn't just about charitable giving. It's about how they show up in the world. They give their attention, compassion, energy, and love, creating an environment of abundance around them. Their lives reflect the truth that what you put into the world will come back to you, often in unexpected ways. Companies and individuals who thrive do so because they operate on this same principle of giving. Their focus is on adding value, not extracting as much profit as possible. This intention to serve others naturally leads to success. When you focus on giving, the universe responds by giving back. In contrast, those who only focus on taking often find themselves lacking. The hidden key to abundance is simple. It's not about how much you can get, but how much you can give. Spiritual individuals know that when your intention is to give, serve, and love, you align with the natural flow of abundance. When your intention is only to receive, take, and accumulate, you create blockages in that flow. This is the difference between operating from love and operating from fear. Spiritual people, knowingly or unknowingly, always operate from love, which is why they seem to attract abundance effortlessly. They don't need to boast about this secret because their lives are the evidence. They give freely, and in return, receive more than they could have imagined. This is the true key to abundance, available to anyone willing to trust, to love, and to give without expectation. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're still with me, please leave a comment on what you learned or share your thoughts. I would appreciate it. And as always, wishing you a beautiful day.